Welcome everyone, Mike McDonald here coming out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And do you struggle with staying in control when you're recruiting in your network marketing business? Well, today's video, I want to give you a couple different tips you can use to stay in control and basically have a better process when you're recruiting and get better results. So a lot of times what people do when they're new is they make the mistake of just blasting their website or their presentation or their link to their video or whatever to the information. They just blast it all over social media, and that's not the way to do it. You're not going to get effective results with that. In fact, you're probably going to sabotage yourself, because one of the main things that's going to help create your business and move people is curiosity. So if you're blasting your link, you're spamming people, you're going to lose all of that and not get any good results doing that. So avoid putting on your personal page, for example, I just started with this amazing company, it's the best, you should join, check out this link. Like, things like that just don't work. They turn people off. You're trying to be too salesy, and you're not even asking if people are open. So when you're in social media and you're building your business, focus on one-to-one conversations and relationships with people. So for example, sometimes people will have like a event at their house, like a home party or travel party or makeup party or different things like that. And what they'll do is they'll create a Facebook event and they'll invite like 10,000 people or 1,000 people, whatever. And they basically just ruin everything for their business. So instead of having that curiosity, meeting someone's individual needs, seeing what they're looking for in their life and trying to help them, they just blast it out to everyone, and it just doesn't work. So again, avoid Facebook big group invites to presentations or different things like that. If you're inviting people, do it on a one-to-one basis. You're going to get a far better result doing that. And again, when you're inviting, less is more. So a lot of times people will make the mistake when they're new and they're excited. They'll say too much. They'll try and explain everything. And basically that really just shoots themselves in the foot. So one of the main things that people get started in the business for is when they see it, they say, hey, is it real? Can I do this? And will you help me? So if you're trying to do everything on your own, you're explaining everything, you're posting your links everywhere, you're just letting them do whatever, those people are going to be like, well, I can't really do that. I don't know what I'm supposed to say, how to do it. There's not really any real system in place. They're just throwing information at me. This doesn't seem like something I could do or I'd even want to do. So they're not going to join your business. Another thing, when you just send out links and information to people and not being in control and setting an actual appointment, a couple of things go wrong. One, you don't know if they're even going to look at the information. And then if they do or don't, you have to spend all this time trying to hound them and being like, oh, did you look at the video? Did you look at the information? Did you review what I sent you? Have you checked it out yet? And then you go from a fishing mode to a hunting mode, and that just doesn't work. It turns people off. So then you're going to have to constantly do that, versus if you're in control of the information and you set a specific appointment, you can actually sit down with them, go through the information, have them see it for what it really is, and then make an educated decision and answer their questions, introduce them to an expert or someone else in your team to help you get results and collect that decision. You're going to get far better results than just throwing the information out there. Or somebody shows the slightest interest and you just throw them your presentation, you throw them a link, you do whatever. You've completely lost control, and it's probably not likely that person's going to get started or even look at your material for that matter. And another downside of that is when you show people like that, they might watch part of the presentation, or they watch it and they have some type of objection in their mind or reason why they can't do it, or they have questions that they want to get answered, but you're not there to help them, so they just don't get those questions answered, and they mentally make the decision, oh, well, this isn't for me, or I couldn't do this because of this. And it could be a very simple question that you could simply answer, or maybe a misunderstanding on their part that you could just simply clarify for them, and then they're like, oh, this makes sense, I'll totally get started. But if you just throw out the link to them, they watch your presentation on their own, they come to that decision before even talking to you or getting that simple question answered, and they're already a no at that point. And then again, it becomes awkward because you try and follow up, they dodge your calls, they're not answering, they think you're going to try and close them and twist their arm to get started, and that's not how the business works. So you give that misrepresentation of what you're doing, and it turns more people off. So it's like, if you can just stay in control and have people see it for what it really is, you're going to get a lot more better results long term. So again, hopefully you guys got value out of this video. Again, if you're watching here on Periscope, feel free to tap the screen, throw out some hearts if you got some value, or if you're watching elsewhere, feel free to share and comment. And then if you are in network marketing and you really want to focus in on inviting properly and having people see your business and products and services for what they really are and making an educated decision, head on over to coachmikemcdonald.com/inviting. You can just enter your name and email. You're going to get access to my free training, the 14 proven keys to inviting for your business. So again, learn the correct way to invite, stay in control, get better results for your business, and take your business further over at coachmikemcdonald.com/inviting. And then I'll toss that link up here in a second so you can see that. But again, appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon.